Hello, I'm Winston in London. Welcome to my channel. This video is about growing Moringa in the UK. Let's look at my efforts so far. Have a look at some young plants grown in pots, and you notice the initial small group seem fine. A few yellow leaves, but at least they look alive and well. Moringa is the famous wonder food which is popular all over the world, and I see no reason why we shouldn't try to grow it here in the UK. Now look at this smaller group of plants, and they seem to be having a lot of problems. Later in this session we'll explain why. First, I want to take you to the Caribbean. In fact, let's head for Tacarigua in Trinidad, where I noticed some moringa growing very easily and very happily at the side of the road. Have a look at these. Notice how sturdy and healthy they look. And bear in mind, these plants are not given the special treatment. There's no special soil. They're just growing at the side of the road, as I said. At this stage, we are dealing with a much larger tree, and a tree which is not only very well branched, it's also already producing flowers and fruits. At this stage, the flowers comes first, obviously, and then the fruits follow later. Have a look at some of the close-up which I've provided in still photos. At the early stage, the moringa fruits are green like most fruits, but later it will dry and reach the stage where it can actually be ready to be plucked and used in germination. The best seeds for germination will always have a dark brown color. If they're light color, they may turn out to be sterile. Make sure the seeds are developed on the tree before taking them out. I usually place them in a jar of water for at least 24 hours. Some people find it's not necessary to do that, but that's my approach to most seeds. Soaking for 24 hours always assists in germination. Within a week or two, the young seeds will germinate, like the ones you're watching. Once they germinated, I place them in individual pots. Individual pots allow them to progress faster, and I also find that it's easier when they're small to transplant them into containers. At this stage, all is well. The problems begin later. Have a look at these plants. You will notice the surface color is somewhat yellow, and you're right. They're affected by two problems. I find that at an early stage, a lot of the Moringa seedlings are attacked by spider mite, and if you're not careful, you may end up losing lots of them. Another problem is the yellowing of the leaves. Although most Moringa do have some yellow leaves, I noticed that while trying to grow them, they seem to have extreme difficulty in our climate. Look what happens if they're allowed to defoliate totally. I had a small group of 6 seedlings, and out of these, only 1 survived. They were attacked by spider mite. I tried to trim the leaves away. Eventually, 5 of them passed, and was left with 1 small plant which managed to continue. Growing Moringa in our climate, the plants are faced with a fluctuation in temperature which they are not accustomed to. In the tropics, they can grow normally and grow all year. Here, as winter approaches, they lose all their leaves and eventually will go dormant. Can they survive the winter? Yes, some of them do, but keep in mind the new shoots will come from the root structure, as the stem would quite naturally die. So if you care for the plant and protect the root structure like any deciduous plant, it's possible the following year to have shoots coming out of the cortex of the Moringa plant. Be patient, be careful. It's not an easy plant to grow in our temperate climate. And so far, as you can see, most of the growing has been in pots. Next time, I will try putting some in the ground. I know it won't be easy, but I think it's worth a try. Thanks for watching. This is Winston in London.